Well. How you doing, everybody? Good afternoon. We are live in the ChubbyRay Comics Lounge. I am Ray. What's going on, everybody? I see people are starting to come in. We like that. Don't worry, the stain is protecting us, everyone. We are being protected by the stain. The stain is protecting us. Thank God. We are being forever protected. We have a nice talking comics on a Friday afternoon. That'll put me in a good mood. I know that. I am joined by my buddy Chester, who's in here with me. And we're ready to talk some comics, guys. Plus, I want to open a book. I want to open a book and smell it. I got to open the book and smell it. See what a comic, what comic we're going to open today. I have some unopened comics. So as long as I have some unopened omnibuses, I'll try to open one on the show. And I do have some, unfortunately, I do have unopened ones, unfortunately. By the way, I also want to talk about a Discord. I want to talk about Patreon, all these things. I just, it's always good to, I always look forward to whenever we start the shows. Because I know I'm going to get some positive hanging out with friends, some positive thoughts, and some good talk about comics, which always puts me in a good mood. By the way, Chris says he got his package. That's awesome, dude. That makes me happy. All right. Nemo says, Ray, what's a comic lunge? This comic lounge. I didn't misspell it, did I? Did I misspell it? Hello, ready to talk some comics. I love it. Laconoma's the best. I was reading Laconoma's post on Discord. He was putting up some haul photos that were awesome. Andrew says, g'day. Well, g'day, Andrew. G'day, mate. Raphael says, good evening. Well, good evening, Raphael. Hello, everyone. Hey, Brant, what's going on, brother? Brant says, hi to Chester. People love baby Chester. He's a good boy. Oren's in. What's up, Oren? Hey, everybody. By the way, Russell says, I think I'm signed up on Patreon. It tells me I am. That's awesome. That makes me happy. We're trying to grow that Patreon audience. And then Patreon's going to get crazy. It'll get crazy. I really think we're going to have some fun with it. I tried messing with the Discord today. Just because I'm trying to figure all that stuff out. So yeah, it's really cool. And I'll let Laconoma just give out the address so anybody from the room can join. But we're trying to get it where you can join from Patreon, but that requires something, and I don't know. I'm still trying to learn so many things. By the way, Chewy says, did you ever get that X23 from Fanaticals? I bought it, but Fanaticals, when you buy from Fanaticals, it's at least a month. You know what I mean? It's at least a month after you buy from Fanaticals. So I've still got some time to wait. Laconoma says, Oren, you can via the Patreon, just connect your Discord to it. I don't know what that means, but Brant says, I finished Devil in Cell Block D and I loved it. Yeah, it was great, wasn't it, Brant? And by the way, Brant, aren't you the one that recommended Vader Down, the Modern Epic collection, to me? Because I don't know if you guys saw my latest or my library tour, but I got it based on the recommendation from, I think it was Brant. I don't know who, maybe it was DP. Maybe it was DP. Might have been DP. Whoever gave me that recommendation, I got it because of the recommendation, and I'll read it and tell you. You know what I mean? And I'll let you know. I will let you know. By the way, Chris says he's reading Last Halloween. Is it good? I've got it. I haven't read it yet. Is it good? I hope it's good. A Canadian survivalist is giving us I'm not sure what he is. He's not flipping us off, is he? Let's see. Ray, have you read Batman and Robin Omnibus by Tomasi? Yeah, it's good. Batman and Robin. I haven't read the omnibus. I read some of the paperbacks. I bought the omnibus. Piano Wizardry deal. We love PW. Hey, PW, what's going on, brother? Yep. We are here, PW. We are here. And we are having a good day. Cranible says, howdy, marvelous people. What's up, Cranible? Ray, I've been meaning to ask, is Legion of Superheroes 5 years later omnibus is a good entry point? No, it's it really is a horrible. It is a horrible entry point for the characters. But I still don't know why they decided that was going to be the first omnibus. I mean, I guess volume 2 of that is a better entry point, but it's how do I explain it? The Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes was around for a long, long time. And then Keith Giffen, for some reason, decided to age them. So he aged them up and took all their lives to hell. He took them all to hell, and it was okay. But then they decided they screwed up because he was killing people and making people go through terrible things. And then they decided to reboot. So then they rebooted, but they rebooted by created a brand new, I don't know how the hell to explain it. They somehow took all the original Legionnaires when they were young and somehow rebooted that way. And that I don't know. It was confusing. It was very confusing. When all they should have done, and this is just for people who know Legion. If you don't know Legion, you're probably just give me a second to get through it. What they should have done is they should have revealed that the Legion were not really living that Keith Giffen bullshit. They weren't really living it. That it was just happening in their minds. You know what I mean? Like they could have had Universo have all of them. Here was my take. Universo had captured them all and they were all in some kind of thing and they were thinking of, it was just in their mind. What was going on was just in their mind. So, that's what I thought should have happened, but that's not how they rebooted it. No, I think the best entry point would be if they redid the an omnibus of the Bronze Age would be a great entry point. And I'll tell you, there's an entry point. If you get DC Finest, there's a DC Finest Legion book that would be a nice way to start. It gets better as the book goes on. The next, if they make a DC Finest book after the one they did, it'll be the perfect entry point into Legion. Anyway, Laconima says that Comics and Tortilla recommended Vader down in the video. Yeah, Comics and Tortilla is absolutely correct, as he is in many things. It's I hear it's great. I'm going to read it. Great Galloping graphic novels. You're in the ChubbyRay Comics Lounge. Hit subscribe before the multiverse collapses. I love it. Thanks, Tom. Russell says, in weeks, I can't buy comics. I know I still have Fanaticals books coming. I'm waiting. Yeah, it's the worst, right? When you buy Fanaticals books, it takes at least a month for them to get there. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how long it takes. Chip Christmas says, happy Friday, Ray. Hope you have a great weekend. I have the weekend from hell, you guys. Tomorrow morning, I'm broadcasting live from a parade. There's a big parade where I live. Every year they have this gigantic parade, and it happens on St. Patrick's Day. And it's just a bunch of crazy people getting drunk, and it happens downtown. And I have broadcast there for a long time because, you know, I was doing radio here for a long, long time. And now I still do radio online every morning. I don't do radio. I do a live podcast every morning. And we're broadcasting from the parade. And it's crazy. Dan, who sometimes is in the chat room, Dan, he dresses up as a leprechaun and he gets in the middle of the parade. And I mean, it's just insane. It's an insane time. We do it every single year, and that's happening tomorrow. Then after I get home, I got to get cleaned up and then do ChubbyRay Comics live at 5 p.m., right? Then as soon as that show gets done, I'm guesting on OmniDogs. OmniDogs doing a show tomorrow at 7. So I'm doing OmniDog show at 7 Central after ChubbyRay Comics. So I'll be live tomorrow all morning and afternoon, and then evening. I'll be live until like probably 10 o'clock tomorrow night. So it's crazy. I'm going to get sick of myself. I'll get sick of my own company. And the best video game in the world. I don't play a lot of video games, but there's one video game I love. It's MLB The Show. MLB The Show 26 came out last night at midnight. So I've been playing that nonstop. So it's unbelievable. So it's a crazy time, but it's a great time. And I've been reading Discord. I'm trying to learn Discord. So if any of you guys have Discord, you know, because I'm reading through all the different channels or all the different channels we have. All right, on the ChubbyRay Comics Discord page, I see YouTube chat, hauls, collections, reviews and current reads, buy and sell. I love it. So, you know, I see all these different things, and we'll create some more. Well, I don't know how, but we'll end up creating more too. So anyway, that's the stuff that's on the Discord. And I can't wait till it gets bigger so we can increase communication. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to figure it all out. So Oren says, Hulk, smash that like button, people. Yes. I just ordered Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka. Can't wait for it to come tomorrow. It'll be my first Wonder Woman omnibus. Eric, the first story of Greg Rucka Wonder Woman. And it's a great omnibus. It's a lot of great stuff. It's a lot of politics. And I mean, she's there as an ambassador. There's a lot of cool stuff. But the very first story, the very first arc leads to a fight between her and Batman. And it ends with her beating Batman and stepping on his head. And I'm telling you, from that point on, you're like, oh, it's really great. It's a great omnibus. The stories are very good. You'll like it a lot, Eric. Trust me. Nemo says, hello. Well, hello, Nemo. Who's your favorite writer and artist for X-Men? Oh, favorite artist, Jim Lee, because Jim Lee's my favorite artist of all time. So Jim Lee. Our favorite writer. My favorite writer is it's not Claremont. I like Claremont, but he's not my favorite writer. I thought Bendis's all new X-Men was fantastic. I like what Jed McKay's doing now. There are so many great writers in the history of X-Men. How do you pick just one? Ed Brubaker had a great run on X-Men. Mark Guggenheim. I had a great run. Karen Gillan. Jonathan Hickman. Oh my God. There's some great. It's hard to pick just one writer. I don't know. It's too hard to question. How can John's writing is so good? It's not just epic and great storytelling, but a lot of heart in it too. Current reading Blackest Night along with Nightwing Companion Volume 2. We'll get Taylor someday. You'll love Taylor. Taylor is all heart. Geoff Johns is one of those guys I've talked about before. There are some of those guys that just have it all. You know what I mean? They have that ability to use their talent in such a way that, you know, there are some writers that just have it. They have it all. And I think Johns is one of those guys. He does have creativity is unbelievable. All his stories are epic. They're great stories. They always make you think. They have heart. I read an article with him once that he lost a sibling. I think he lost his little sister or something. He lost a long time ago. He lost his little sister when they were young, and it affected him. And you know, I think when you experience trauma that young, you I think as bad as these things are, you can learn from it. And I think that I wonder if Geoff Johns didn't. I wonder what kind of horrible things happened to him. But he is the guy's amazing. And plus, I think Geoff Johns went to he went to film school. Like, not only is he a writer, but I think he also went to college for movie making. Because I think his first job was he was an assistant to I want to say he was an assistant to Richard Donner or one of the, you know, or one of these big directors. So, you know, Johns is he's an incredibly gifted guy. So, yeah, I think he's great. I love Geoff Johns, and nothing he does surprises me, but everything he does amazes me. You know what I mean? He's got his mind. I'm so envious and yet impressed with his mind. I'm like that. By the way, Tom says, sprint, slide, jump, kick your way to www.crooksandbanditscomics.com and slam the code ChubbyRay Comics at checkout. Like you're unlocking a secret boss. I love it. You get $2 off per book, guys, when you order from crooksandbanditscomics.com. Thrill Hill says, sorry, Ray, I've been cheating on you this week. I started watching Comics and Tortillas. That's great. No, I love support going to Comics and Tortillas. He deserves it. Comics and Tortillas is great. I love the support. I hope you guys, you guys know there are other YouTube channels that I recommend. I'm not one of these YouTube guys that spends time bitching about other YouTube guys. That's crazy. We're all in the same community. We're all, you know, there's an overall group of like-minded individuals here. We should all get along. And no, you guys know I recommend Near Mint Condition every show. I love Omar. I consider Omar a good friend. I love him. I love his channel. I think what he does is amazing. I love Comics or Tortillas. I love him. I think he's great. I want his channel to do well. I want his channel to do better. You know, the Comic Pals. I love Sean, Tyler, Marco. Those guys are great. I think they're great. I think that show's great. I am not only on the show, I'm a member of their Patreon and their Discord and all that stuff. I don't understand it, but I try to support them. These are friends of mine. I love it. So no, I don't feel like you're cheating on me at all, Thrill Hill. I think it's great. Jugan guy says, I also love when people of Coast City lit the green color. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. The stain might be here, folks. Look at the stain. I don't know if you guys can tell this, but I've been drawing this, and that's the stain. There's like an explosion coming towards him. And if you look, I haven't inked it yet, but there's this, this is my personal artwork, the stain. I'm sure it sucks, but I'm trying to mess with, I just wanted to go with a perspective from that we haven't seen before. It's from behind him. Because usually my stain stuff usually goes from in front. There's my stain stuff in front. And there's the stain from behind. So, and he's got his poop knife. He's got his poop knife in his hand. It's a long story. But I just wanted to show how I am with my perspective. Nothing will piss you off like your created player not hitting a home run for a couple games in MLB The Show. I love MLB The Show. If anybody plays MLB The Show, let me know. I would love to create a ChubbyRay Comics League in MLB The Show and have all of us play. I love it. By the way, Nemo wants to know if I like the milestone compendiums. Yeah, I do. The milestone compendiums, I haven't put out into my compendiums yet. They're over there. I don't know if you guys can see them, but I'll move my camera where you can see them. All right, hold on. Let's see here. They're right. You see the green book, Ex Machina. Right next to it are the milestone compendiums, which are eventually going to be moved to the front room. I just haven't moved them yet. But I have some omnibuses back there. I still haven't got everything set up, but I'm trying to. And also, I want to ask you guys something here. Look at this. I have my shelves. All right. This over here is my shelf of Amazing Spider-Man, Avengers. It's all my beginning shelves of my Marvel thing. But I think I got to move it because there's not a lot of room between that and the other shelves. So I think I want to take it and put it on the farther wall. But I don't know how to get it out. I don't know how to get that shelf out without taking all the books off of this. I got to take all the books off this calyx, and it's too much. So I don't know what I'm going to do. If anybody has any thoughts, let me know. Or if anybody has a free weekend to come by and help me move everything, it'd be great. So I thought I had this room fixed, but no, I can't. I've got to move that shelf. I've got to find somewhere else to put. Because I have so many Marvel trade paperbacks, I'm going to have to start giving some away or something because I just have too many. Or else I could put them, maybe I could put them in the empty shelves of the front room, but I was hoping that those would be for something else. But, I guess we'll see. Subscribe to Omnidog's Vault before the long box grows shoulder spikes and challenge you to holofoil deathmatch. YouTube.com/@Omnidogs Vault. Yeah, I'm on Omnidog's channel tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central. So I think that's 8 Eastern. I'll be on his show tomorrow night. So it'll be very fun. Come on by and see me then. What's up, ChubbyRay? How you doing? I'm a bit late to the stream. It's all right, buddy. That's all right. Want to join the ChubbyRay Comics Discord, Patreon Super Squad of Chaos Comics and Color Magazine? All right, swing by over to ChubbyRayComics.com and power up with the gang. I love it. Wait a minute. We got a super chat. Super chat by someone who I admitted that he was my favorite. People asked me if I had a favorite, and I said if I have to name one favorite, it's Piano Wizardry because he was the first. He was the first channel member, so he will always have a special place. He will always have a special place in my heart, Piano Wizardry. And I thank you for the super chat, my friend. With all your great epics and different heroes and teams, if you had to pick just one epic collection for each one, which one would you pick? Oh my God. My favorite Epic collections, overall, my favorite Epic collections are Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four have the best Epic collections. But everything is so good. Amazing Spider-Man. There are so many good ones, but I like the Return of the Sinister Six is probably my favorite one. Captain America. Captain America is really good. There's so many of them. I like what is it called? The man who there's a man who stole, or I can't remember the name of it, but it's a story with the Red Skull, and it's called The Man Who. It's either The Man Who Stole Something or The Man Who Did. That's a good one. And Daredevil. Daredevil is a DG Chichester. Daredevil is pretty good. And then, of course, I do like Daredevils with Black. I liked when he was with the Black Widow. I thought that was cool. And the Fantastic Four, there's a book by Marv Wolfman called Four No More that is my favorite Epic. I just love it. And then there's the modern Epic collections, and there's a ton more, guys. There's God Love Man Kills X-Men is fantastic. That is such a great read. Surprisingly, some of the Generation X stuff is good. Some of the Generation X stuff is very good. Excaliburs are good. The Thunderbolts are very good. Venom and Carnage both have Epic collections that are awesome, but they're all Spider-Man stories. The modern Epic collections, I love the Iron Man modern Epic collections, but that's the run by Matt Fraction that I've been saying forever they need to make an omnibus out of. I love that run. So I'm a huge fan of the Iron Man modern epics. But also the Star Wars modern epics are pretty cool. The Jason Aaron modern epic by Star Wars. I think Jason Aaron's run was fantastic. And the Karen Gillan run's fantastic. But that's the one that's in the Vader Down book is the Karen Gillan Star Wars with the Vader books. By the way, Tom, thank you. Tom just gifted a ChubbyRay Comics membership to PT Steelers. Well, that's got to be Pittsburgh, right? PT Steelers, congratulations. I got to find my notebook and add PT Steelers to the to our giveaway, our Tumblr. I got to get PT Steelers added to the Tumblrs, guys. If I can find the notebook, I got to hold on. PT Steelers. All right. Here we go. Oh, here's Tom, guys. Subscribe to Comics and Tortillas before superhero trades their cape for a taco. Go to youtube.com at Comics and Tortillas. I love it. I highly recommend subscribing to Comics and Tortillas. I love Comics and Tortillas, guys. Oh, here's Comics and Tortillas now. How are we doing, everybody? I'm at work. That sucks. Ray, let's give away 10 books tonight. What do y'all think? No. Do not. I should not have highlighted that. Do not listen to him. He's insane. By the way, Tom says, guys, if you have a comic-related channel of your own, let us know and we'll promote it. I love it. By the way, Tom says, subscribe to the Comic Pals on YouTube before your pool list files a complaint. YouTube.com/@thecomicpals. Yes. I love those guys. They're great. Thunder says he was late, but he's here and he just received Batman the White Knight trade paperback that I won. Oh, thanks, buddy. I saw you posted that picture on the Discord and it made me very glad. It made me very glad to see that. Love it. All right, let me add PT Steelers. I'm adding PT Steelers to our giveaway list. And I just noticed that it's in the halls section of the Discord. In the hall section where people are posting books they received. It's very cool. I'm glad you consider books you've won from me as part of your haul. It's very cool. Makes me happy. All right. Let's get this damn thing open. I need to figure out how to open this tumbler easier. There we go. All right. Awesome. Can you guys hear Chester's angry? What's up? You want up? You want up? Hold on, buddy. I hear you whining. You want up? Okay, come on, Bubba. Okay, there's my buddy. Yeah. You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? Do you want to say hi to people? Chester wants to say hi, guys. Chester wanted to say hi. If you guys want to say hi to Chester, now's your chance. Yeah. Does anyone know how to go into check the settings to activate access to gifts? I have no idea. I have no idea how any of that works. Ray, have you played Super Mega Baseball? No, I don't. I don't know how. Pretty much the only game that I play is MLB The Show. I can't. My brain does not allow me to play other video games. I get headaches and stuff. DP says, "How goes comics and tortillas?" Oh, how nice. DP, are you the one that recommended Vader down to me? I don't know if you're the one that recommended it or not, but I know it's either you or Brant. Whichever one it was, I took your advice and I got it. And it was on my recommended list. I wrote down when he told me, so I got it. And it's on my library tour part 1, by the way. You could see it. Okay, good boy. You're good boy, Chester. Oh, is that Fat Part 20? What's up, buddy? I'm enjoying reading the Avengers graphic channel. I don't know what that is. Oh, the man who sold the United States. Yes, Piano Wizardry. That's it. Red Skull, the man who sold the United States. It's very cool. Awesome. Thank you, PW. I love PW. All right, let's see. It's after Cap died or got fired, but someone looks like him. It's called U.S. something or other. Oh man, that's awesome. I've not read that. Thanks for powering up the channel with a super chat. Piano Wizardry, your support hits harder than a gamma radiated high five. Love it. Oh, he says it's graphic novel, not channel. Okay. Now he says he would dig an X-Men comic. Well, there you go. Absolute Batman is the GOAT, says Gray. I like Absolute Batman. I'll be reading volume 2 for Trade Paperback Tuesday next week. Let's see here. I read that comic you gave me and loved it. Oh, thanks, buddy. What up, Ray? Happy Friday, y'all. Thanks, Gallandowski. Gray says, Earth, Chester. Gray says hi. Chester says thank you. How you doing, Chester? How you doing, buddy? Are you a good boy? Chip Christopher says, always wanted a bulldog. Love all the Chester breath. Chester's a pug. I know pugs aren't usually this big, but pugs don't have superpower. Most pugs don't have superpowers. Chester does. So he's a little bit larger. What am I saying? He's a lot larger than other pugs. By the way, You guys, I see we have another super chat. Chewy Queso, thanks, man. Happy Friday the 13th, Chester. Recently got all new Wolverine Omni because I love Taylor's writing on Nightwing. Any other stories by him you've enjoyed? Yeah, you know what he wrote? He wrote the second half of Earth 2. Earth 2's first half was written by Earth 2's first half was written by James Robinson. This is when I first found out about Tom Taylor. The first half was written by James Robinson, and the second half was written by Tom Taylor. And I thought it was the best. I thought that was really the most awesome part of Earth 2. I did really like Earth 2. And the Tom Taylor stuff especially is very good. I like that a lot. And he also wrote, didn't he write Deceased, guys? And I think he wrote, didn't he write, what's the Elseworlds, Justice League where Superman goes bad? Why am I forgetting the name of it? But he wrote that too. Injustice. So yeah, Taylor's had a lot of his early stuff became really epic. But yeah, his new Wolverine's awesome. He's such a great writer. I mean, if you could find any of his stuff, I've never read anything bad by him. Everything by him is good. I really enjoyed it. He's Australian. And man, I think he's one of the best. I think he's one of the best writers currently working. Although some would call him new, I think I don't know that he's new, but I think it takes in comics. You seem to have to write for a long time before they consider you established. So I guess technically he is still new. But I love Tom Taylor's work. He's great. Yeah, DP says yes, he was the one who recommended it. Thanks, buddy. Let's put you down. You want to get down? Okay, hold on. I got you. Good boy. Yeah, DP, thanks again, buddy. You noticed in my part one, I thanked you. I think I thanked you for the recommendation because I got the book and I'm planning on checking it out this weekend. So we'll see. I'm finishing Under the Red Hood Deluxe. Then I'm going to read White Knight that I won. Oh, man. Under the Red Hood Deluxe is very good. Under the Red Hood Deluxe is right here. I love it. I keep it with my omnibuses because it is oversized. And I think Under the Red Hood Deluxe is one of the best. I think Judd Winnick, I think it's his best work. It's so good. Although Winnick's had a lot of great work. His Catwoman omnibus just came out this week. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm waiting for it to be shipped, which is very cool. Yep. Under the Red Hood Deluxe Edition. Highly, highly recommended. I highly recommend this book, guys. That's a good Thunder. That's a very good recommendation, brother. Very good recommendation. Everybody should get that. Hey, everyone. Does everyone else multitask while watching, listening, talking in the chat? Or are you all just focused, locked in? Doesn't matter. I say, guys, do whatever you want. Do whatever you like. By the way, Kapow, thanks for powering up the channel with a super chat. Chewy Queso. Support hits harder than gamma radiated high five. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Queso. I love it. That means we'll be going long. By the way, Wesley says Chester's given his recommendations. Chester, yeah. I hope you guys caught it. You got to listen close. Chester loves his recommendations. Chester sounds like a final boss hiding in the shadows. I love it. I should ask Chester what his favorite comic is. Wes says, Wade, you ever find out? Yeah. Your Son of the Demon was not mailed. I found it yesterday. Or no, I found it 2 days ago. And it is mailed now, Wes. It went out. I think my wife just did a mailing yesterday. So yeah. No, we found it, Wesley. By the way, Wes is big on Discord. He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys on Discord. If you see him, just ask him a question. He'll answer it. How you doing, buddy? You okay? You all right? No, I can't pick you up anymore. I think he wants me to pick him up again, everybody. But his hair was getting all over the place. I don't want to, Ray, I assume you've read the first 2 volumes of Kieran Gillen's. No, I have not. The Vader Down epic. I know I have not read it. So I haven't read. I have a ton of Vader books, but I haven't read any yet. Because I really want the Charles Soule run, and I can't find it. I've been looking for it forever. Now I know they're putting out the modern epics of Charles Soule run this fall. By the way, Trucker Chris says Chester's favorite comic is Crypto. Yeah. Or he might like, I think he likes Power Girl for obvious reasons. My first intro to Tom Taylor was Injustice. Yeah. Injustice, Deceased. All that stuff is early stuff. DP says, do let me know what you think of Vader Down, Ray. Yeah, I got the modern epic of it. I got it. If you watched my video, when is that? I think that video was out today, right, guys? My comic library tour part 1. My comic library tour part 1 is out today, and that includes the epic. By the way, Russell says my boy Zeus always watches ChubbyRay with me. He's a 120-pound bull mastiff pit bull that never leaves my side. That's awesome. That's a lot bigger than this ornery little thing that won't leave my side. This thing that won't leave my sides. Pugs are supposed to be about 17, 18 pounds. Chester looks like he's topping. I mean, he's got to be up around 30. You're too obese. You got to sit down. Sit down. You sit down. We'll give you another treat. Good boy. He needs his treats. Got to run. Oh, Piano Wizardry's leaving. By the way, I'd love a video from you where you do pick out just one epic collection for each character and team you own part of your. That's pretty good. That's a great idea, Piano Wizardry. Damn. Wesley says in-stock trades is taking forever to ship. I've noticed that. Man. By the way, Marvel Tucker Chris says Chester's favorite comic because of the ChubbyRay video stream. His honorable mention is Scooby-Doo. And Wes says he listens while he's working. That's good. I like that. That makes me happy. I like that it's important enough for you guys that you get to listen, that you're listening while doing other things. That means the world to me. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. DP says, oh, it's my latest video. Yeah, it's a video that just came out today. But I think members had it for a couple days, but it just got released to the public today. I put the members also there's a Legion video coming tomorrow that means the world to me. And I wasn't going to do it, but the members have got it already. I think members and Patreon have already got it, but that one's coming out tomorrow. And I was thinking maybe I wouldn't put it out because I don't know if everyone's going to understand it, but what the hell? I figured, what the hell? Let's do it, right? Chip Crisper said, I just started Undiscovered Country. Solid first issue, currently catching up on Action Comics in the heart of Philip Kennedy Johnson's Metallo arc. That's awesome, dude. Wesley knows a lot. I've been bugging him with a lot of recommendations. I love it. I love it, guys. Our Discord, I think our Discord channel can be very cool. I really do. I'm just starting to learn it myself. And I think it's awesome. Only because Ray has given us permission. But if anyone is interested, I have a video show of my collection of Dune books. At the time of the video, I had 38. I've since collected more. That's awesome. Dune. By the way, Tom says, I think Chester would like Squirrel Girl. Chester would like Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl is probably too powerful for him, but he would like her. I'm just going to say hello, sit down, and hit the like button because I was raised right. Thank you, LP. Thank you, LP. Love it. There's is recommendations one of the Discord channels? Let me look at the Discord. I'll read to you what we have, guys. We have all right, public chat, public hauls, collections, reviews and current reads, buy and sell. We should do a recommendations. Laconima, we should do a recommendations where people just recommend a book, right? And then we have chat. It's kind of cool. The best is hauls because we get some it's very cool. The best is hauls because it's just people showing pictures of their books. And I love that. I just took a random picture I just had an assortment of books laying out on the desk and I took a random picture and showed it and then just put it up there with no reason behind it. So I'm just trying to learn. But yeah, we need something called recommendations where people can recommend. Hold on, let me get this. What's this? It says member voice. All right, hold on. Oh, I have to enable permission. What does that mean? I have to enable permission. Okay. All right, I just did it, I think. All right, here we go. Voice. I'm trying to go to voice on all right. Now I just speak. I think it's not recording me now, is it? Son of a bitch. All I want to do is just I want to get a recommendations thing set up. So I tried this. I'm sure I'm doing this wrong. All right, let me check now and see what we got. So I'm not sure what I just did, Laconima. I just tried voice thing and I don't know. I'm not very good. Yeah, I don't know. I got to figure it out. I really have to. I like to figure out things and just know all about it. You know what I mean? Economist Wesley says he's always happy to help people find new things to read. By the way, he calls Chester obese, then proceeds to give him a treat. Oh, I love Chester. Chester loves it. He loves his treats. TV says you may need to read Darth Vader Volume 1, Darth Vader Shadows and Secrets Before the Vader Down. Okay. All right. Well, I'll figure out what I will definitely catch up before. Yeah, I don't want to dive right in. Let me do some pre-reading then. Anyway, but I do thank you for the recommendation. I do have the Kieran Gillen omnibus that I could read. I have the Star Wars omnibus. My aunt used to breed pugs that were American Kennel certified. A lot of them were in dog shows. Well, Chester is too good for dog shows. He's too good for dog shows. By the way, MZ says, when is part 2 of the library tour? I was hoping to record the independent room. I was hoping to record that tonight or tomorrow, but I don't know how. So I wanted to come out Sunday, but man, I don't know. It's, I'm so busy. I'm really, this is an extremely busy time for me. It should be better after this weekend, but then of course, March Madness is going to start. Oh boy. So hopefully it'll be Sunday or Monday. I'm celebrating 30th anniversary of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, watching the 4K with subtitles on while I listen to your chat. Also, just pulled a fresh baked pizza out of the oven. That's cool, man. Oren says, Tom says, thanks for supporting physical media. That's cool. Dr. Aphra's first introduced in Darth Vader Shadows and Secrets. She features heavily in Vader Down, including the start of it, just in case you're wondering. Yeah, I know that she shows up in, I read Jason Aaron's first Star Wars Omnibus, and that's when she shows up. But I do know she's in that. Laconima says, Ray, we figured people can only join Discord when they pay. I think we should just share the link. Well, yeah, whatever you think, Laconima. Can we create channels that are just for Patreon, whatever? Do what we got to do. Yeah, do what we got to do. I just want to get as many people on there as possible. And Thunder says, yes, we need a recommendation channel. Yeah, just so we can get a recommendation channel. See, guys, we're just trying to figure this stuff out, which is why I'm telling you, be patient with the Patreon stuff, because I've never done anything like this. So we're just trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. Thunder says, and it's already made. Oh, did somebody already make it? Did Laconima already make it? Laconima pretty quick, guys. He's pretty quick. Let me see. Yep, it's already done. Awesome. That's awesome. It says, be the first to start the conversation. All right, I'm going to give you a recommendation. I want to be the first one to put it in. So here is a recommendation. All right. I'm putting it in. And I want to take a picture. I want to take a picture of what I'm recommending. And then you guys can tell me if it worked. All right, there we go. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Is there a way to fix fuck up? Is there a way to fix mistakes, Laconima? Because I spelled arrow wrong. Damn it. Damn it. Please excuse the misspelling. Damn. I look like a buffoon. Thank you, Laconima. You're the best. All right. Yeah, so I just put a recommendation up. But I want recommendations and pictures from all you guys on that. That'd be great. I had to be a responsible adult today and cut my single issue pull list from 46 to 14. Too big of a car build to take care and currently think I'll stick with more collected editions over singles now. Yeah. I wish I could do singles, man. But the reason I don't do singles is I just figure it's a lot of space to store them. You know what I mean? Because when I did singles, I had like 37 long boxes. It was just too much, you know? Thunder says you're in a voice call, Ray. What did I do? I have no idea what I have no idea what I did. I have no idea what I did. See, this is why I need to learn. This is why I need to learn. I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong. So, oh well. Just wait until Ray realizes he has no admin rights until he reads my message and sets the authentication up. Okay, I need to read Lakanama's message. I don't know Lakanama. Lakanama, we're going to do a phone call. I'm going to give you my phone number. I will give you my phone number, and then you can just walk me through whatever I need done. Lakanama, how bad's your German accent? Are you going to talk to me like this? Hello, Ray. This is Lakanama. By the way, Andy says, I got your package, Ray. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Andy. See, Andy, you can take a picture and put that in your haul video on your Discord. What's the most random crossover book you own? Well, my latest random crossover was the one that was suggested in this room, which was Batman Ninja Turtles. I hope it's good. I haven't read it yet, but yeah, we'll see. I like JLA Avengers is really cool. Chip Christmas says he is now a new member of the Patreon and Discord. Thanks, my friend. We can create Patreon only channels. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. That's awesome. That's what I'm thinking. So just create some Patreon only channels. I'll give you some Patreon only channel where we can, you know what I mean, where we can do some pretty cool stuff. That's awesome, Lakanama. Oh, nice. You have Tomb Raider omnibuses. Very nice. Yeah, those are those. The Tomb Raiders are the those colossal editions. Those are sweet. Ray, how do you feel about Han Lee and Chewie wielding lightsabers in Jason Aaron's run? Yeah, it makes sense. I think it makes sense. Yeah, I think Jason Aaron's run is very good. I think they're very good. Ray, your pal Lakanama is awesome. I just joined the Patreon and the Discord server because he sent me all the links and invites. I think it's great. Yeah, I wish I understood more. I really have to. My problem is I don't concentrate enough. My problem is my brain is too scrambled. I'm constantly going here, boom, boom. I have attention deficit. Obviously, I have attention deficit disorder. So I don't know. I don't know if there's any pills I could take for that, but I don't want to take pills for it. I kind of like my attention deficit disorder. But I am, you know. By the way, DP says there have been 4 YouTube adverts. I'm sorry. I don't know. That's probably something that I can, DP, that's probably something I can fix, but I don't know how. I just bear with me. Be patient. It's probably something I clicked. I'm sorry. That's my stupidity. By the way, the economist says, since I work in English, I think it's fine. That's awesome. Chief says, how's the Friday going? My Friday's going good, man. I love it. Let's see. I'm trying to find the good things, the good ones. Gabriel's on. What's up, Ray? I was listening to an X-Men podcast and they were talking about Messiah War. Remembered how awesome the Messiah trilogy. I can't wait. That's coming out on Omnibus on when is the Messiah War Omnibus coming out? Let me check the date. Let me check the date of when that omnibus is coming out. Messiah Trilogy comes out June 23rd. Oh man, love it. I got to make sure I get that. I got a feeling that one could sell out, right? I got a feeling that one could be I think that could be a sellout one. That one might have to be a pre-order. You know what I mean? Might have to get that one. Kind of don't see anyone that hyped for the Omni coming out this year. Well, I hope so. I don't know, but you know, I didn't think anybody was hyped for X-Men Blue and Gold last year, but boy, we found out, didn't we? By the way, LP says, I can't tell you how much I hope Lacanema sounds exactly like Ray. Hello, Ray. This is Lacanema. I love it. You don't know how much joy. You don't know how much joy that would bring me if Lacanema says, oh, how are you doing, Raymond? It is good to speak to you. Oy vey. I was told to get the Messiah Trilogy omnibus as well. Yeah, it's Ed Brew. I love Ed Brubaker, so I got to get it. I was really hoping Spider-Man a Web of Spider-Man Volume 2 goes back and stop so I can pre-order. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? Omar told me yesterday, guys, we were talking and he said, Web of Spider-Man 2, X-Men Blue and Gold, the wedding one that's coming out, and Trial of Gambit are sold out already with the pre-orders. Isn't that insane? Like, the pre-orders for those books are so much that they have created a sellout already, which is insane. And he said, Web of Spider-Man 2. I'm trying to share what he said. I think he said it in the broadcast too. I hope not, because I don't want to be sharing private details. Web of Spider-Man 2, X-Men Blue and Gold, Trial of Gambit, and there was one more he said is just about sold out. I can't remember what it was. There was another one that was just about sold out, and I'm zoning on what the hell it was. Yeah, I'm lucky because I pre-ordered most everything that I want already, so it would suck. It would suck if I didn't get it. I love my omnibuses. Wes says, I'm starting to wonder if Marvel wants people to buy their books. No, I think they wanted to buy. I don't think they're prepared for how many people. I think they buy their books, but I don't think they know how many people are currently buying them, because collected editions as a hobby have grown in the last 10 years. You know what I mean? Nobody got collected 10 years ago. Hardly anybody bought them. And then people started buying them. And in the last 5 years, it's really bloomed. Listen, this channel would not have existed 3-4 years ago. It's been guys like Omar with Near Mint Condition. What Omar's done is amazing because he's generated excitement for this. I think what Omar's done for the collected edition, he should make a lot more money. What he's done is amazing. And I've told this story before. That connoisseur edition of the Spirit is awesome. The only reason I got it is because Omar did a video on it, and that got me excited. That's why I bought it. And I don't think Image gave him extra money, but they should have, because I think there's a bunch of people who bought it because of his recommendation. So I don't know what he's getting. I don't know what he's getting from those people, but good Lord, it's not enough. because what he's done is very special. And, you know, I love it. I think, I think collected editions, but so I think that Marvel was not prepared for how many people like us would get into this hobby and start buying these books. You know what I mean? They weren't prepared for the amount of love and loyalty we have to collected editions. So I think they do their print run. They say, "Oh, let's get so many thousand, whatever. Let's order so many books," and then it comes in, you know, twice as big as what they thought, and they're like, "Oh my God, what are we gonna do?" So now the pre-orders, books are selling out on pre-orders. I mean, that's terrible. So, because what they do is they obviously they're printing runs based on speculations and pre-orders that they have, and then they're coming up. Then the books, when the excitement comes to like the different shops, they're trying to order more, and they're sold out. So it's just going to be they're going to have to order more books. You know what I mean? They got to order more books. By the way, Piano Wizardry's back. Yeah, we're on at least till 7 because we've gotten a couple super chats. So we'll stay late. We'll stay late, guys. When I get super chats, you guys know when I get super chats, I always stay late. I stay late and do more giveaways, which in the long run is going to cost me more money, but oh well. My ego has me. My ego won't let me not give away stuff, or my ego won't let me not add minutes and books to super chats because I don't know. I'm a narcissist that way, I guess. It makes me feel good. What I do is I mistake your super chats for love. I really have. I have issues. So Piano Wizardry and Chewy Queso, they gave super chats. So I am going to stay late today. That's how it works. DP says I prefer Gillen's Vader Run over Souls. Oh, awesome. I'm going to read them both. I can't wait. Here we go. Yeah. Wesley says, I believe X Factor's X Factor sold out. X Factor 2 sold out. When was that? 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? Orange is rare. You're going to go see He-Man and the Master of the Universe. I'll watch it. Yeah. I'll see it. I was never a huge He-Man fan, but I'll watch it. I don't know if you've seen or heard, but DC just released an audio drama of Batman Year One under the high volume. I've heard that. I've heard they've had about the DC broadcast ban. My old radio agent contacted me about. Well, he asked if I was putting together. He asked if I was putting together a demo to do voiceover stuff. And one of the things he talked about was, he said Warner Brothers, but Warner Brothers was putting together that they were going to be doing he said radio dramas of some comic books. And so he wanted me to put together a demo reel, but no, that's above my, that's not anything that I've never had interest. I've never had interest in voicing characters. But if somebody writes a character of Lekanama, I would do. If someone wants to create an evil German, well, I see, Batman, you think you are all that and special. Well, I'm going to show you, Batman. I can do that. I can do that character if they want me to. But no, it's not anything I do. Also, Chip Chris is an original audio dramas Batman, The Audio Adventures, and Batman. Yeah. And I knew this was coming years ago. My agent told me about this years ago, about getting a demo together. And I never did it. I wish I was talented enough. That would really be cool to be in one. But what it is, a lot of out of work, like you would think old radio guys could do it, but no, what happens is a lot of out of work actors, because actors learn how to encompass characters. Radio people have to learn how to be themselves. All right. Actors learn how to be other people. So actors are so much bigger. They're so much better at doing any kind of radio drama or any kind of audio voiceover because they can encompass the character, even though they're just doing it verbally. Radio people, you could play yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah. By the way, Dis at Large says, favorite new pastime is reading comics with ChubbyRay lives in the background. That's awesome. Some people stockpile omnis in order to sell for profit when they go out of print. I can't. If we set up, do we have a buy and sell set up on Leconomy? Leconomy, do we have the buy and sell set up on the Discord? I would sell books. I would sell some stuff on there if we had a buy and sell set up, but I don't know about selling to strangers. You know what I mean? Because if I were to sell any books, let me see. Oh yeah, we do have one. I see. That's awesome. I do see we have that. Thanks, Leconomy. Leconomy thought of that on his own. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I would sell. I know this is weird, but I would have trouble. I have trouble selling on it. I've tried to sell on eBay, but I don't know if my books are going to be taken care of. You know what I mean? I know that sounds weird, but they're my books. You know, maybe I decide one day, I'm trying to find a random book to use as an example, but I can't bring myself to even suggest selling it. But I'd say I decide to sell Hush. Say I decide to sell my Batman Hush. Okay. I couldn't sell it to a stranger. Now I could sell it to somebody who isn't going to turn around and sell it. I want to sell it to someone who's going to keep it and love it like I do. I know this, you guys, I know this sounds crazy. I know it sounds nuts, but this is how I am. I couldn't sell it to a stranger. I could sell it to someone, a friend that I know is going to keep it. That's why sometimes when I do giveaways and I have a giveaway that's worth a lot of money, I always tell you guys, make sure you keep it. Don't sell it. You know, I know that I've given away some stuff that is worth money, but I'd rather you keep it. I don't want to sell things just for someone to make money. I know that sounds crazy. It's once I sell it, it's no longer mine. Why do I feel that why can't I just let go? But I have issues. By the way, Wesley says Chubman and Puggin audio drama incoming. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should do Chubman and Puggin. That's brilliant. I can do Chubman and Puggin episodes. Or the Stain. Maybe I could do the Stain episodes. And I'll put them up on the Patreon. That's a very good idea. Thanks, Wesley. You're the best. Who's your favorite Jedi from Star Wars? Luke friggin' Skywalker. Luke friggin' Skywalker might be my favorite everything. I love Luke Skywalker. He's great. Yes, I've seen those. Just saying that year one is the latest. Oh, okay. So you're answering the question. By the way, Thunder, he just gifted a ChubbyRay membership. I love it. Let me know who got that membership. I love it. Why does your German accent interpretation guy sound gay? No, he's not gay at all. I am like, I tell you, I get a lot of pussy. I am the German. I love the ladies. No, I don't. I'm not trying to make him sound gay. I'm trying to make him sound evil. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm sorry, my gay and evil sound very. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my gay and evil sound alike. No, I don't. I don't care if anyone's gay. I do. I care if they're evil, and I don't think gay people are evil. By the way, Wesley says voice acting is harder than people give it credit for. Yeah, it really is. It really is. That's what I'm telling you. As a former radio guy, I might have the tones to do it, but unless you can you've got to create empathy for a fictional character. I mean, I think actors are really special, guys. I really do. I think what they do is exceptional. I think there are very they are very good at what they do. And I was in a movie when I was a kid. When I first went to college, I went on a vocal music scholarship. And it could only be applied to so many departments. And I was going for political science because my goal was to go to political science and then go to law school after I got my political science degree. And one of the departments that my scholarship would cover my cost for was acting. So I went in for drama. I went drama, political science and drama. And I was in a movie back in the 1980s. They used to make these movies on you guys know, like the Mormon channels or those they used to have these channels. They were like religious channels that would show movies and stuff. And they were filming a movie at Park College in Kansas City. All right. And they cast me as in this movie. I got casted, and which is why my real name is Ray Lytle. All right. Which you've never heard of because, and I didn't know this, but I had to fill out stuff for a SAG-AFTRA, or what is it now? A SAG card. I had to fill out. It was gonna be so many points towards a SAG-AFTRA card, so I had to fill out this stuff for SAG, and that's why you've never seen any famous Ray Lytles, because I filled this out in I shouldn't say how old I am, but I filled this out in 1984. All right. 1984, I filled this out, and I think I only got 1 point. I didn't get enough points to ever get a SAG card, but I filled it out. And when I filled it out to get the 1 point or whatever I got, it meant that nobody else could have that name. So there's never been anybody famous with my name, because the SAG card, even though I wasn't a member of SAG, and this was explained to me years later. This is explained to me years later by someone who was an actor, and I didn't know any of this. So that's why there's never anybody that's had my name, which is weird. Maybe it can now, but it couldn't, because I filled out this card in 1984. And I was in this movie where I played this guy who was the partying Christian or whatever, the partying Mormon, whatever. It was a film that was funded by some RLDS group, and they made a movie, and the movie was about this girl in college. There was a girl in college that had got a boyfriend, and the boyfriend was wanting her to, it was a whole movie was about abstinence, which I did not agree with. I can tell you that. But the whole movie was about abstinence. And this girl, I can't believe I'm telling this story. This girl hooks up with this guy, and the girl's name was, she was a friend of mine. Her name was Annie Wang. And she was a very nice girl, just wonderful person. But she falls in love with this guy, or she falls in like with this guy, and he wants to have sex with her, and she doesn't. And it's a blah, blah, blah. But there are scenes where they go to parties, all right? And when they go to parties, there's always one crazy guy. There's a crazy guy who's he's the partying Mormon or whatever the hell he is. And his name was Doodles. I was Doodles. So my scenes in this movie were whenever they have a party, and by the way, a party means they're eating pizza. A party means they're eating pizza, and it wasn't Mormon. It couldn't have been Mormon now that I think about it, because we're drinking soda. So I guess I was Doodles the party and Christian. I wasn't Doodles the party and Mormon, because that would make so sense. Because Mormons don't drink soda, right? Or am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, so I showed up at all the party scenes. There's all the party scenes where everybody's doing, I'm going, hey, I'll take 4 pieces of pizza. Because, I was just a fat kid in college playing this role. And I was playing a fat kid at a party. And except nobody told me I was eating all the pizza. Like there were scenes where I'm in the background and I'm just eating pizza. So I'm doing these scenes and I'm eating this pizza. Meanwhile, there are little buckets. There were buckets next to me on the floor, and I didn't understand what they were for. So I'm eating the pizza, and meanwhile, after they take the scene, the camera switches off of you and they go cut. And then they would show up. These people would come and they'd go to grab my bucket. They said, your bucket's empty. And I said, yeah. And they said, oh, you didn't use it. I said, no. And I didn't know what that meant. I was supposed to eat and then spit out the food into the bucket. I was eating all the pizza. I didn't know. I had no idea we were supposed to spit out the pizza. So anyway, that was the movie I was in. And there were several party scenes. And then there's a scene where the girl says something, and I say, I don't know. I always do what my heart tells me, and my heart tells me what I can't remember the line, but and my heart determines something it had something to do with God. So, but this is like in 1984 when I filmed this. I've never seen it. So I don't know what it did. I don't know where they showed those Christian movies in the 80s, but now I'm wondering why I'm even telling this story, because I have no idea why I got into it. Anyway, I could never sell my Omnis. Yeah. It meant that some people probably buy lots of copies of a single Omni in order to sell them. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. It probably is driving them out of print. You're right, DP. That's probably driving up the market. You know what I mean? Dis at Large says, what percentage of your collection? I don't know what percentage. I do read a lot. I try to read at least one omnibus. I try to read at minimum one omnibus a week. And sometimes I'll hit 2 or 3 in a week. I try to read every day. So even if it's 52 omnibuses a year, I have way more than 52 omnibuses. So I don't know what percentage. I don't know. Which X-Men book pre-order did you say sold out? I just pre-ordered. All right. Russell, order the pre-order Blue and Cold, pre-order Trial of Gambit, and Web of Spider-Man 2, because they are all sold out. Pre-orders. So make sure to get in. By the way, Slasher says, were you able to pick up X-23 from Fanaticals? Yes, I ordered it, but it's going to take forever. It won't get here for, Fanaticals takes 4 or 5 weeks. LP says, Ray, you walked right into that. Lacanema wasn't wrong at all. So you think that my German sounds gay? You think that this German is gay? How dast you? How dare you, LP? Well, look who's going on the death list. Well, I will put down LP on the death list. Oh, well, death list. Who's at the top of the list? Oh, It's LP. He's on top of the death list. I'm sorry. I have issues, everyone. Oh, Christina's in. I love it. Christina says she was 5. Thank you. Thank you. Does anyone remember the original MCU in the 80s? What was it? The original MCU was the ones with Captain America, the Captain America TV movies, the Hulk TV movies, and what was the other TV? They made another TV movie. Oh, Fantastic Four. But I don't think it was ever released. By the way, Christina says, I'm finally feeling better. Well, I'm glad, Christina. Let's see. Tom says he was 9. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I makes me feel really good. The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, which has Daredevil in it. Yes. Yeah, that has Daredevil. DP says there was one where Hulk and Thor fought. I'll be damned. Christina says, I hate being sick because I'm used to keeping myself busy from some. You guys, Christina has chickens. I'm not joking. She has chickens. She has chickens that she raises. But I got to tell you, we buy eggs from her, and the eggs are fantastic. Those chickens make delicious eggs. I love them. Piano says, thank you. Piano's the one who got my story. Thank you, Piano. I appreciate it, buddy. He says, I don't know I have no idea. I don't know what the title of the movie is, but it's about a girl going to Park. I don't know if they used the name Park College or if they changed it, but she's going to Park College and she's got to decide whether to be abstinent or whether to go all the way. And I had one big line, and then all the rest were just shots of me at a party eating pizza. And then there was a line where I go, well, it's time to eat pizza or something like that. So I think I had 2 lines. All I know is I didn't get a SAG card, but I signed up and I had something. So, oh well. Christina gifted. Thank you, Christina. She gifted a ChubbyRay membership. I love it. Let me know who the new people are, Tom, so I can get them on the list. I love it. Love it. Oh, here we go. Congrats, Miguel Rodriguez. Miguel, you got to go on. Hold on. Let me put Miguel on the bottom of the death list. Miguel Rodriguez. I saw the first Captain America film in the 90s in the cinema, the one where he pretends to be sick twice. What was that guy's name? I can't remember the name of the guy that was in the first Captain America movie. I think the guy died or something. And he rode a motorcycle, right? That was the first Captain America movie. LP says the Corman Fantastic Four movie were bad. Most of the team were in last year's Fantastic Four First Steps, which is a great nod to the movie. Yeah, that's awesome. Did they cast you as pizza guy because you're chubby? I have no idea they cast me because the director liked me. I can't remember the director's name. The director went on to do good stuff, and he's a really, really good guy. I think he went on to be a TV director, and he was a really, really good guy. No, he liked me, so he gave me a role, and he said that I looked like someone who partied in college, which I was, but he wanted someone to do the, because the role called for someone to party in a more Christian party sense. So it's pizzas. So yeah, that's why I got the role. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And Annie Wang was a great actress. I made out with her. She was awesome. I didn't get any further, I don't think, but that I don't remember. But, oh well. Ray, you're one of those great actors that don't watch their own. No, I definitely would have watched it. I would have definitely watched it. I just don't know. I don't know what happened to it. Piano Wizard would say each gifted membership or super chat extends Ray's live show by 30 minutes and increases his daily giveaways by 3 books. No, that's not true. It increases. Randy Schapp, is that the name? It does sound the guy's name might have been Randy. Did you find my movie, Tom? Christina says, I want pizza, damn it. Lacanema says, I had pizza today. It was German pizza. It was made with the tears of all the weak. It was made with the tears of all the weak people. God, I wish Lacanema was a German evil villain. Oh, Tom said lacked it up. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, the director's name was Randy Schapp. I'll be damned. That's cool. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. That was a movie I was in. I'll be damned. So let's see. My German accent cracks me up. So thank you. I'm just doing it to get under. I love Lacanema. I'm doing it to get under Lacanema's skin. I do really like Lacanema, which that's the coolest thing, you guys. By the way, hats off, Thunder. You guys, Thunder just gave a super chat. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the super chat. No, I love this community, guys. I really do. On my other show, people were giving me grief on my other show that I do, my radio show. They were giving me grief saying, they were saying, I should let Christina or Tom would probably know this one, but they're saying that I was just biding my time on the radio show until I could do full-time comic shows. And that's not true. No, I love my radio show, but I love my comic shows. I love my comic shows mean the world to me because I really don't feel like my radio show that I do. I feel like I have to entertain everybody. I just feel like I'm one of people on this show. I'm just talking about comics. It's not a lot. The other show's a lot of hard work because if the other show's not good, the rest of the day I just spend going, and I feel miserable. With this show, I'm just talking about something I love. I'm just talking about comics and I'm making friends. I don't know Lacanema personally, but I love the guy. He's become a good friend. And I just, he's one of those ones, like same with Piano Wizardry. I don't know Piano Wizardry. I wouldn't know him if I saw him on the street, but I love the guy. I like the guy. He's my favorite first member. And I talk to him in the chats and stuff. So, all you guys, Thunder, DP, Wesley, there are so many people that all you guys that come in here. Gabriel lives in Brazil. I am Gabriel. I live in Brazil. He's a hero. You notice I'm having the Brazilian guy be the hero, and Lacanema is the villain. Oren, I see Oren. So I don't know you guys personally, but I feel like we're friends on this show. So, please forgive me if I take it too far. Please, it's never meant to be. I don't mean to be insulting or bothering. I'm just trying to have fun. But I do. I love this channel. When you say buy singles, did you ever reread them? Oh, yeah. That's what made me start getting trades a few years back. I love looking at my shelf and absolutely. Yeah. And you know what I hated? Sam, here's what I hated, Sam. Every time I had to read a Legion of Superheroes, Bronze Age issue, which is my favorite era of comic, I had to undo the tape. Then I had to pull the book out, trying not to get the book stuck on the tape. Then I had to read it. Then when I was done, I had to put it back. It's too much. It's too much. It's just too much. I know some people like that. I hated it. Where if I just bought a collected edition, I opened them up, and here they were. Here they were. And this isn't just one issue. This is all kinds of issues. These are several. This is a book full of issue after issue after issue. And then when I'm done, I just close it up and I put it back on the shelf. So that's why I did collected editions. That's why I started doing them. But yeah, that's why I think. Oh, by the way, Hogwash. Thank you, Hogwash. The other book that Omar told me about was Spider-Man Brand New Day, Volume 3. Yes, it was. These are the books that Omar warned me about. He said, Trial of Gambit, X-Men Blue and Gold, Web of Spider-Man Volume 2, and Brand New Day, Volume 3. All books that I pre-ordered. He said they're already selling out at the pre-order stage. So, they're already selling out. Oh my God, that's crazy. That was the third one. Yep. Third one was Brand New Day, Volume 3. That's coming out. When is that coming out? I'm checking to see when that's coming out. That's coming out March 7th. What? No. That's coming out. Oh, that's Volume 1. Okay, crap. So where's Volume 3? Brand New Day, Volume 3 is coming out June 9th. June 9th is Volume 3. I already purchased it. I purchased it last month, but I can't wait. I can't wait for Brand New Day. But it'd break my heart if I went to order and it was gone. Dizzy Large says, anyone else trying to find this movie? No one needs to find that movie. By the way, Road to Onslaught Volume 2. Oh, Road to Onslaught Volume 2. I think that's coming. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm getting that. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered that. Yeah, I purchased that. Oh, thank God I purchased that in January. Oh. Woo, you scared me there for a second. You scared me there for a second, Hogwash. Hogwash Poppycock. Ray, do you have duplicate issues across different formats, trade paperback and on? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. I have, you guys, I have problems. I have issues. I really do. I have issues. I've got to get past owning everything. You know what I mean? I need, oh shit. I need some control because I'll give you an example. Here's an epic collection. Here's an epic collection that I have 2 of, okay? I have 2 epic collections of this book. And I also have it in paperback and I have it in an omnibus. Okay. Here's Daredevil, The Concrete Jungle. I'm giving this is going to be my first Patreon giveaway. I'm giving away a Patreon epic collection. This is volume 7. I have the omnibus of this. I have regular paperbacks. I used to have the singles of all this stuff. And I have 2 issues of this. So I'm giving one away. This is one I'm giving away. 133. 130. Which omnibus would that be? Hold on. I gotta see where my my Daredevils aren't in here. My Daredevils are on the other side, guys. Sorry, I moved. Tales of Wonder. Tales of Wonders. I've never heard about Tales of. I've never heard of Tales of Wonder. I'll be damned. Paul says ChubbyRay might get another movie role with all these accents. I don't. No, I'm done with acting. And my former radio agent wanted me to do a reel, is what he said, for voiceover work, and I had no interest. Lucano says, you just want to frame me as a Nazi so you can draw me with the SS logo like Steve. Steve does not have the SS logo. I'll remind you, Steve's new logo is the Stain. It is not an SS. I just made it now to where it's just the Stain. So I don't put, when you pointed that out, I immediately changed the SS logo because I'm like, oh, that's not a good move. He's now just the Stain. PW says, all of us ChubbyRay fans got to meet up someday at Comic-Con. Yeah. I was invited to an upcoming Comic-Con, but I said I'd be more comfortable waiting until next year. Just because I don't think that I don't think my channel's big enough yet, you know what I mean? But I do want to do Chicago next year. By the way, Matt Sarkowski says Ray has been cast as the new Black Panther. Yeah, I don't think the Black Panthers. I'm 270 pounds, I think. I'm down to 270 or 260 something. The Black Panther's about, what's the Black Panther? About 195 maybe, and all muscle. My 275, my 270 is not gonna be the Black Panther. I'll tell you that. I think Omar and his followers and his community need to get with Marvel and let them know we want Marvel compendiums. Well, I did. Near Mint Condition had a show that was so good, you guys. They had a show where we went through and we picked what would be the Marvel compendiums. And I don't know if you guys, it was a great show. It was a great, great show. And it was so much fun to do. I loved it. It was very, very fun. And I hope that Marvel, but Omar did tell me that he sent the show, he sent it to Marvel. So, and you know, the poll ends tonight. The Omnibus Rebirth poll ends tonight. Make sure to fill it out. If you haven't filled it out, fill out the Near Mint Condition Omnibus reprint poll, because Omar he'll end up putting it in the top, whatever. He'll rank it all. And by the way, I heard yesterday, Dom and Omar said that this year broke the record for most votes. Just to let you know how big collected editions are getting. This year broke the record for most votes they've ever gotten for the reprint poll, which I think is great. I think it's great because it shows how big the hobby's getting. It's getting even bigger than what we thought, guys. And I think that's awesome. I think that's what we need. We need collected editions to get bigger because there's new owners that are getting into the game. You know, Paramount's never owned a comic studio. They need to know what they're getting into. You know, I hope. Let's see. I just watched your library tour video, Ray. You need to get Cable and X-Force Omnibus to go with your Deadpool. And yeah, I have Cable. What do I have? I have cable in it. I have cable and X-Force somewhere. Cable and X-Force are, where the hell is it? I do have that somewhere. Yeah. I do have it somewhere. It's just that's just the extra omnibuses that I have out there. It's not, you'll see when I do this room is when you're going to see the real omnibuses. This is where they all are. What's up, Ray? The Green Lantern trade arrived yesterday. Thank you so much to you and your wife. I really appreciate it. I've never won anything before. Well, that's why we sent it to England, my friend. My good friend. We sent to England. We sent to jolly old England. Hogwash says, I love epics and omnis. It can be too much. Oh, there is no such thing as too much, guys. No such thing as too much. Wesley says, I voted for that on reprint poll. Yeah, love it. Ray, do you have any creature commandos? No, I don't. Have you read that, Ray? Concrete Jungle? Yeah, Concrete Jungle's fun. I'll show you some of it. I love Daredevil. Daredevil was my first favorite Marvel character. I love Daredevil. That was my first one. God, the art's so good. Oh man. I love those early Daredevil runs. This is the 130s of Daredevil. Look at how bright red that costume was. Now it's either black or gray, or he's wearing, or the Mark Waid run, he's not even wearing a suit. I don't know what the hell that was about. I just want a Daredevil arc. I just want a Daredevil arc to end as well as it starts. Zdarsky, Waid, you know what I mean? I just want one to end as well as it starts because they start so good. And then the second omnibus, they always get so bad. You sit down, buddy. Yeah, this Daredevil stuff's cool. I just love it. Yeah. So, but I'm giving it away. I'm giving this one away. I'm giving this away to Patreon. You got to be part of the Patreon. Let's see. Better late than never. Todd's in. Way to go, Todd. Ray, is there anything else you collect? No, I can't. No, I can't. My mind is, I don't even get manga books because you guys don't understand. I can't collect anything because, you know, I'm an addict. I can't look, and I can't collect I couldn't get a handful of comics. I had to get them all. So that's why I try not to collect anything else. In fact, I don't think I've ever collected anything but comics. Thank God. By the way, Chewy Queso says, I take offense because I'm gay, German, and evil. Just kidding. I'm not German. Way to go, Chewy Queso. I have no problem with you being gay or evil or German, my friend. I have no problem with it. No problem. Oh, he's not, but he's not German. Well, sorry. Oh, my God. By the way, Wesley says, if I can ever make it to a con, I'd love to meet you, Ray. I'd love to meet any of you guys. I would. I'd love to meet any of you guys. You guys are great. You guys are always make me happy when I do these streams. Leap into the long box of legends and subscribe to Near Mint Condition, the Omnibus Overlords, the Hardcover Heroes, the Dust Jacket Defenders. It's youtube.com/@Near Mint Condition. Yeah, I hope all you guys are subscribed to Near Mint Condition because I think it's the best channel on YouTube. In all seriousness, I love it. Number two, whenever Omar asks me to be on any panel, I'm a definite yes. I did Marvel Solicits yesterday. We had a blast. We saw Gabriel was in there. We saw was Wesley in there yesterday? I can't remember. But I saw some of the people. I saw some of our regulars in there. It makes me feel good when I know there are ChubbyRay regulars in that Near Mint Condition room. I always feel a sense of pride. You know what I mean? But I love doing Near Mint shows. They're great. By the way, Chris says Web of Spider-Man 2 is already out of stock on cheap. Holy crap. Yeah, I told you. It went out of print before they even filled the pre-orders. It's crazy, guys. It's nuts. It's just nuts, man. Logan, I think you were in there yesterday too. Logan was one of the ones in there. The hobby's getting bigger and Marvel's printing less. I think they're probably printing the same amount, but people are buying more and they have to increase their print run to cover everybody. Logan says, trust me, England is anything but jolly. Well, let me tell you something. The United States is the same way, man. But we have to close our eyes and just get through it. But I'll tell you what. We have comics. So there are things that are going on in the United States that definitely upset me. I'm trying not to be political here. There are things going on in the United States that make me very sad. There are people in the United States being treated very poorly. That sickens me. However, whenever I read one of my collected editions, or whenever I give something away to you guys, whenever I do something that makes me happy, I really, really just get happy. And my books have been more important to me now than they ever have because of the sad times. However, I'm very optimistic. I do hope that things will get better. I just hope they get better sooner rather than later. At least that's what I hope. My hope is for you as well, Logan. I call you by your real name, but I'll just go with Logan. Of course. I hope that it's better. Zdarsky Daredevil was my first, and I'm not getting everything. I love it, and Wesley is making me get into the old stuff too. I love Zdarsky's Volume 1 and the first half of Volume 2 are a masterpiece. I loved it. I thought what Zdarsky did with Daredevil for a book and a half is great. I just didn't get the whole Red Fist thing. I just didn't get it. But I love Daredevil, and I love Marco Ketto's art was fantastic. Hogwash says he loved Mark Waid. I love Mark Waid's first half and most of the second half. It's the second half of the second book. That's what goes to hell. That's what went to hell with Mark Waid. That's what went to hell with Zdarsky. A lot of books, it's the very second half of the last book that it goes to hell. And I don't understand that. You think they'd want to finish up strong. Brian Michael Bendis' second book, the second half got really, but it ran into Brubaker, and Brubaker knew that, so Brubaker was able to fix it. But, Bendis' ad ended really bad. Zdarsky Daredevil was, I already read that one. Let's see here. Ray, I was wondering if you like collecting anything. Yeah. Wesley says I'm only gay half the time. From your tour video, I thought that you might have been a sneakerhead. No, I have sneakers. I do love my Nikes, but no, I buy them to wear them. No, I wear my Nikes. I have the 4 shows. And by the way, those are just on the shelf because I don't have any books yet. You know what I mean? That's eventually that's all going to turn to books. But, you know, one day the shoes will be gone and that'll be books. But I have another shoe rack that has like 10 pair of Nikes on it. And I just wear them on different days. Like, for example, I have a pair of gray, they're white Nikes with gray stripes. I wear those when I went out today. I have a pair of green Nikes. I'll wear those tomorrow because it's St. Patrick's Day parade. I have, you know what I mean? I have a bunch of different colored Nikes that I wear. I don't collect them just to collect them. I buy them to wear them. And I work out. I try to wear a different pair when I work out all the time. By the way, Todd, Laconima says, Todd, I have no clue how Patreon works. Maybe Ray messed up the settings because Patreon just embeds YouTube videos. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know, guys. I wish I knew. I'm trying to learn it as I'm trying to learn more every day. I'm trying to learn more about Patreon. I'm trying to learn more about Discord. Please be patient with me. That's why I'm not giving this away now. I'm waiting as it gets more. I told you guys when I first created this, when I first announced we were doing a Patreon last week, I said it would be a few weeks before we got up and going. So it'll be when we get up and going, that's when I will give away here's our first epic collection we're going to be giving away. I have another epic. Let's see. I got this one going to be giving away too. And then I have omnibuses. I got a bunch of cool stuff. And we have giveaways today. Plus I'll be giving these away. I'm debating. I mailed the long Halloween to Comics and Tortillas. I'm debating on whether I should mail him Darth Victory or give it away. And I got Haunted Night. I have Dark Victory and Haunted Night. So I could give all of them to Comics and Tortillas or give them away. I haven't decided yet. But I do have giveaways for today that we'll be doing we're doing them in just a little bit. I'm going to go late because I'm going later because we got some super chat, which made me happy, but you know, let's see. During the solicitation videos, do you have an expense calculator melting down, figuring out your bill for the month? When I do the solicit videos with Omar, I have a notepad to where I keep track of how many books I'm buying. The problem is I buy every book. Of all the books I saw yesterday, I'm buying every book but Rom. There was only one book that I wasn't going to buy. I have problems. I really have problems, guys. I really, really have issues. Yep. I try my best, but oh man. Let's see. By the way, Hogwash says June and July are packed. Yeah, we're gonna have several omnibuses a week for like 2 months, right? You really gotta save up for June and July. That's when the big money hits. Oh yeah. Oh, did you say giveaways like Comics and Tortillas said? 10 would make me so happy. I'm not doing 10. By the way, Matt says, why is Daredevil Shadowland so hated? Because it's all that hand. It's the same reason Zdarsky's last part of Volume 2 is hated. It's all that hand fist stuff. And it's all about demons and mystical. It's too much mystical bull. It's too much mystical bull crap. You know? Oh, there goes Piano Wizardry again. Piano Wizardry's taking off. Later, buddy. Yeah. So I think that's why they hate it, is because the hand and fist stuff is just not received well. And Shadowland is Matt becomes the leader, and there's demons. There's just all kinds of mystical bull crap. By the way, Devil in Cell Block D is the best Daredevil story arc of all time. Yeah, I think it's great. I love Devil in Cell Block D. I hear you, Ray. Seeing the way the world at the moment is painful at times. Comics are my refuge. I also believe all things will get better. There are still good people in the world. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that's what I try to focus on. I try to focus on good people. And by the way, I don't dislike people that disagree with me. I don't dislike people that have opposing views to me. You know. Ray, the videos on Patreon are only visible to YouTube members. You need to fix the settings. Just make the video private and put it on. Well, no, when I put up a Patreon video, it just goes to people who are members. Yeah, it just goes to people who are members. Ray, you need the Nike boots Michael Keaton wore in Batman. I'm fine without boots. Evening, Ray. Sat watching in my hotel room. All right, Mick. Awesome, brother. What hotel are you in? What town? Do you travel? Now I have so many questions for Mick. Do you travel? What town are you in? Is your job a lot of traveling? Is it boring? I have a lot of questions. This is how my mind works, guys. By the way, Tom says, if you're in Springfield, Illinois, go to the St. Patrick's Day parade and look for Ray. But if you see a guy bitching in the background, that is the Stain. That's right. The Stain will be with me tomorrow at the Springfield, Illinois St. Patrick's Day parade. I need to get him a costume. Tom, don't you think if we bought him a costume, it'd be awesome? I wonder how much it would cost to make a costume. By the way, Lacanema says, Ray, you need to mail the Batman books to C&T for the full run. Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale Batman is the best. But don't take it from me because I'm evil. I know I should. Ray, you mentioned the book I won worth a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah. When I give away books, you guys do what you want, but I hope you don't sell them. I'd rather you keep them. I don't know about everyone else, but I think it's about time for some giveaways. Yes, it is just about time. We're after 7. I'll start as soon as I get done with all the comments. I'll start the giveaways. My sickness is double dipping with the epic collections and the omnibuses because the format's so great to read. Lacanema, I'm the same way. You know what I like though, and I'm going to be honest. I have the omnibus, and then I'll buy the epic collection, the same thing. But I read omnibuses. The biggest I read omnibuses are in the bedroom. I read the omnibus. I get on my stomach and I read the omnibus at night. I'll read for 2 hours a night, just reading omnibuses. All right. But I'll read an epic collection. I'll read an epic collection in the bathroom. I'll read an epic collection if I'm sitting on my couch or in my chair. I'll read an epic collection in the kitchen. So I know it's the same books, but I read them in different places. So that's what I do. And I love the fact that epic collections, you don't have to be as careful with them. You know, omnibuses are kind of clunky and big, and, you know, you can't really walk around with them. An epic collection, I could walk from one room to another. It really, you know, makes no difference. Ray, have you ever read Justice League by Scott Snyder? Yes, I'm reading it now. I like it. I like it a lot. I think Snyder and Tynan are great. So, of course, their Justice League is great. Lacano says the videos on Patreon are exclusive to Patreon members and YouTube members that you need to fix for people that are only Patreon members and not YouTube. Well, tell me how to fix it. Lacano, tell me how to fix it. And I'll do whatever. I don't know. Because I put up the video. I put up the video of my Legion video. I put it up on the Patreon. I put it up on Patreon. I put it up there yesterday. And it's supposed to play. It's supposed to play. It's supposed to play. I'll show you what I did. Let me go over to let me go over and see my my ChubbyRay Patreon. All right. All right, here is, guys, look, this is ChubbyRay Patreon. All right? I'm going to show you. This is ChubbyRay Patreon, if you look. All right? Here it is. I'm scrolling. I see the comic that made me love comics forever. And I click on it. Oh, it says I got to join this channel to get access to members only content. Well, I'm the creator. Join this channel to get access to members only content. So because I'm creator, okay. So I've got to somehow, how do I add myself? Jesus. Hold on, everyone. Let me join my channel. This is nuts. Membership. This is Friends of Chester. And by the way, I did this. I found, somebody told me something. Where right here it says the members of Chester is $3. That was the lowest I could go because I'm using Patreon as also my website. And then I was told if I create a tier for more money, then it would allow me to lower the price of my Patreon. So I will figure that out. But this is the Friends of Chester tier. The Friends of Chester tier is that's our existing tier. And I have a free trial and all that stuff. So I'm not sure how I end up let me see how I end up becoming a member of ChubbyRay. I think I'm a member, aren't I? Why the hell can't I see my I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm so confused, man. Lacanema, I'm still trying to learn this. I'm still trying to learn. I'm just too stupid. I'm much too stupid to do this. This is for someone much smarter than me. I'll try to figure it out. By the way, Hogwash says if I like in-stock trades, I should try. I'll try Tales of Wonder. I've never heard of it. Hold on. Let me go there on my phone. I'll put it in. By the way, Mick says I'm in Glasgow, Scotland. I've traveled for a country music festival. I'm from Newcastle, England. Oh, that's awesome, brother. Oh, that's great. So it's about a 3-hour drive, and now you're watching a hotel. I'm glad. By the way, guys, I found this out yesterday. I'm sure nobody cares. But I found out yesterday. I've gone my whole life thinking I'm Mexican. I know I'm Mexican, but that I'm also Scottish Dutch. Okay. So I thought my family came from Amsterdam over to the United States. All right. My daughter, who you guys who you guys know is a historian. You know what I mean? My daughter's she's getting her master's degree. She's getting her master's degree in history. And my daughter is currently a tour guide with the state of Illinois at the Capitol. So if you ever come to the state of Illinois, the Capitol, and see it, and there's a cute little girl that gives you a tour, that's my daughter. She is the tour guide. She's one of the tour guides, and she's the only female that does it. So she's a history major. So she was going through the archives to learn history of my family on my dad's side. See, my mother's name is Parron, and I was raised a Parron. I feel I am Mexican because that's how I was raised, because my father was not around. But my father's last name is Lytle, Lytle, which is a Scotch name, a Scottish name. So, and I was told that I was Scottish Dutch. However, my daughter found out yesterday that my family, that side of my family came to the United States from Scott Carney's homeland of Ireland. So I always say I'm Scottish, but I'm not. I'm in Scott Carney's. I'm in Scott Carney's Irish. I'm in Scott Carney's Irish land. I got to learn the Irish accent better. I'm in Scott Carney's Irish land. I'm more Irish than Scottish. So there you go. I'm not Scottish. I thought I was. I just found out yesterday. Tom says, Ray, we would also like your maiden name. No, we don't. Ray, I was planning on reading tonight, but I found myself staying on here. You can read, brother. I read right before I go to bed. I read till I get tired. Love it. Ray, I wouldn't sell it. I'm just wondering if it's worth it. Yeah, I don't know. It's because when they're worth a lot of money, it's because there's not a lot of them. So I guess because it's one of those sold out books, you know what I mean? I never double dip, but sometimes I will if there's a good reason. You sounded like Arnie there, Ray. I don't know what Arnie is, but you mean like Schwarzenegger? Oh, I sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wow. Thank you for showing us your collection. It's awesome. I love showing my collection. I have no clue that YouTube and Patreon stuff, but I believe it should just be marked private on YouTube and then shared on Patreon. Yeah, I don't know. I'll get it figured out. Guys. I put my other Patreon videos. I just loaded the video itself onto Patreon. Maybe that's what I have to do. I don't know. But on the Patreon, it said that Thunder was able to see it, and Gary was able to see it. So I'm still trying to figure it out. I want to brag about the book I won to my brother, so no one writes. Yeah, I think it's probably because I don't remember what book he won, but it's probably because it was a low print run. That's why. And then the other one's flat. I don't know who won. Somebody just won Flash War. Whoever won that, that's worth a lot of money because it's a low print run and it's sold out. So even if you go to get it even if you buy it on eBay, it's worth a lot of money. By the way, Marvel Trucker Chris says, I just saw your Legion. Yeah, my Legion video is the one that's what we're talking about. That's the one that's on Patreon. No, he says it's all good on. Yeah, it's because YouTube is it's not public yet on YouTube. It doesn't go public. It went for members today. Members got it today, but I put it on Patreon yesterday because sometimes I'll get these things done in advance. Oh, Emerald Warriors. Yeah, it's sold out. Yeah, it's a low print run. You can't, the reason it's worth is it's not readily available. So that's why that one's worth. Yeah. Look on the spine for the number or look for a subtitle or describe the cover art and I can find it. I can find out what it's worth and why. Yeah, it's Emerald Warriors just because it's a sold out paperback. However, it's available in the new Green Lantern compendium. They actually have episodes of, or they have issues of Emerald Warriors in there. Are your daughter and wife into comics too, Ray? My wife will occasionally read a book. My wife read, she liked Rising Stars, and she just read Exquisite Corpses. And my wife read my Daredevil in single issues. She read my whole Daredevil run. She loved it. So occasionally she'll read one. I gave my daughter Red Coat to read. She still hasn't read it, but my daughter's read Watchmen and she's read Invincible and liked it. I'm really sorry to bother you. Just wondering if you managed to send out the book I won yet. Looking forward to it. Yeah, the books went out. I think you were in the, those books, your books either went out yesterday or Monday. My wife's mailing the books out, and she did a mailing Saturday or Monday and yesterday. I think some of the people the ones that were mailed out Saturday already got their books. So it just depends. Let's see. Omar's AMAs are Patreon only. Maybe he could help you figure it out. Yeah, I should. Yeah, I'll go to his AMA. I'm a member of Omar's Patreon. I try to figure it out, guys. I'm just stupid. I'll get somebody. I just need someone smarter than me to get involved. Okay. Is this everything? Okay, let's here we go. It's time for giveaways, guys. It's 7:18. We got to go to giveaways. Tom, are you ready? Is Tom ready? All right, there's my good boy. I got to make sure I don't run over Chester. There's my good boy. All right, we have giveaways, guys. Let's do. This is a brand new book. This just came out. This is Massive Verse issue 2. I accidentally brought 2, which means we're giving one away. All right. We're going to give this one away. We're also going to give away tonight. Let's give away. Superman Return to Glory. This is by Peter Tomasi and Mikkel Janine and Jean Lane Young. I think that's how you pronounce it. Probably not. We'll give these 2 away. These are our first 2 starting books. All right. The starting book, we're going to start with a member. And then we'll do a random chatter or random someone who left the chat. Okay. And then we'll see how I feel from there. Oh, by the way, Oren says Massive Verse. That is Kyle Higgins' image book. It's Radiant Black. Radiant Red. It's awesome. Cowl. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Here's some of the stuff in it. This has Radiant Red in it. This has Radiant Black. It has Radiant Black in it. It has, I'll show you some of the covers. It's got Cowl. Here's Cowl Volume 1 is in this book. It's all books from the Massive universe. It's pretty cool, man. It's very cool. I love it. It's got Radiant Red, like I showed you, and then it's got Radiant Pink. Radiant Pink's a cool story. Radiant Pink, this girl's husband got her in money trouble because of gambling or something, and so she ended up she ended up becoming a criminal because she was trying to pay the money down that he caused all this trouble. It's really cool. So this is just, it's bits from all the Massive Verse stories, and it's all put into one book. It's very cool. So yeah, there's that, and then there's Superman. So let's do for members. Members, we're doing Superman Return to Glory. Are you guys ready? All right. Oh, here we go. Lick my fingers. Reach in. Let's reach in, see who wins. All right. And the winner is TJ. TJ, whoever TJ is, TJ, you win. Congratulations, TJ. By the way, Mick says he's read Radiant Black and he loved it. Yeah, Radiant Black's really good, man. Radiant Black's one of my 5. Hold on, let me grab these losers. Here's who didn't win shit, everybody. Coily, sorry, buddy. You're back in. Let's see who this is. Here's MZ. MZ, sorry, man. You don't win shit. Sorry, MZ. And the last one is Omni Hoarder. Omni Hoarder, sorry, buddy. You don't win anything. You guys, you're the losers. You're the losers. Sorry. I wish that didn't happen. But congrats to TJ. All right. Let's do Massive Verse. This is going to be everybody. Tom, this will be when you text me. And whoever I'm on while I'm scrolling, that will be the winner, okay? Wherever I am. All right? All right, Tom. 3, 2, 1. Count to a number and then text. As soon as Tom texts, I'll stop. I'm scrolling down. I'm scrolling fast today. I'm scrolling down. Now I'm scrolling up, scrolling all the way to the top, Now I'm scrolling back down because I'm going fast. There's a lot of comments. I love it. I'm scrolling fast today. Let's see here. Scroll. What do we got? Okay. Tom says, stop here. All right. Let's see who wins. Comics for Life. You win this, brother. Comics for Life. Let me put the Comics for Life's name on this. So let's see. Hold on. Comics for Life. Comics for Life. Who did not? He's got a book. He didn't go on Lakanama's death list. He went on the winners list. All right. Is that it? Or should we do another one? What do you think? What do you think, Tom? Is that it? Or are we going to do another one? What else are we going to do? If we do another one, we'll do. Oh, this is really good. This is Secret War. Holy shit. What is this? This is The Pulse Mutant Menace. The lives of private investigator Jessica Jones and her boyfriend, hero for hire Luke Cage, have been destroyed by the events of S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury's Secret War. So what is Jessica going to do about it? Luke is missing. She'll take whatever steps are necessary to find him. But who are the mystery men following her? Bum, bum, bum. This collects The Pulse, number 6 through 9, written by Brian Michael Bendis. Love it. This is brand new. Look at that. Holy crap. All right, somebody's going to, we can give that away. Let's see. What else can we give away? Let's also give away. What else do we have here? Let's give away. I've got some, for some reason, I have some single issues in here. I've got some single issues. They're cool. Let's give away. Let me check my giveaway piles. All right. I want to say I'm saving these. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. This is a big one. This is a big one. This is a big. This is a big thick book. And this is a book. Everybody should own this because you got to read it several times to get it. Final Crisis. Final Crisis, guys. Final Crisis going to somebody. All right. Final Crisis. Not bad. All right. Tom, are we going to give them away? Tom, give me a yes or no. Are we giving it away or not? We'll either do these two now or we'll wait till the next show to do them. And the next, by the way, Saturday show, I'm doing a hardcover. We're doing a hardcover giveaway. But those will have to be US only. Same with Final Crisis, man. Final Crisis is US only because it's very thick book. Very thick book. All right, so which one? What do you guys think? Tom says we're doing it. All right. So what should go to a member? The Pulse or Final Crisis? What should go to a member? What do you guys think? Should the member get Final Crisis or should the member get the Pulse? What do you think? I'm thinking Final Crisis should go to a member, right? Am I wrong? God, the art is so good in this. Holy crap, it's good. I just love it. I love it. Oh, I'm looking through this book and I'm just remembering how fantastic this art is. Holy shit. Look at this. Oh man, this is so good. Holy crap. Look at that. Look at that picture of the Flash. Oh my God. That is fantastic. Oh, look at this art. Oh my God. This is just a paperback of it. I have the Absolute edition and the omnibus. But my God, this paperback looks beautiful. All right, let's do members. Members only, Final Crisis, guys. Here we go. Here we go. I'm not having second thoughts. I'm just thinking, holy shit, I should read that Absolute again. All right, here we go. Let's see who's going to get it. Geoff A. Wall. Geoff A. Wall. 1, 2, 3. Geoff, congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. You win Final Crisis. Geoff is, I think Geoff's won before. He's won before. And he lives in Texas or somewhere. Congratulations, Geoff. All right, let's do Pulse. We're going to do Pulse. We're going to do Pulse for someone. This is Brian Michael Bendis. It's a Jessica Jones. It's Jessica Jones trying to find her husband. It looks really good. And my God, there's a lot of it's definitely a Brian Michael Bendis book. It's Michael Lark art, so it looks just like It looks just like the Daredevil. It looks like Brubaker's Daredevil because it's Michael Lark art, but it's Brian Michael Bendis writing it. Look at this. Holy crap, that looks great. Holy man. I think I love looking through these books more than giving them away. I've got the entire run of it. This was a double. I have the entire run on paperback. That's why I'm giving it away. All right, let's see who gets it. Tom, same thing. I'll do a 3, 2, 1. I'll do 3, 2, 1. And then you count. And then you text when you're ready. All right, you guys, are you ready? Let's see who's going to win. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Tom. Count. Tom, you text when you're ready, and I will just pick someone. What it does when he texts, I just stop, and whoever's right in the middle, that's the one we pick. That's how it works. All right. Tom says the pulse stops here and goes to Hogwash Poppycock. Hogwash Poppycock. All right, Hogwash, you win the pulse. By the way, here's who's around him. Here's who almost got picked but didn't. Paul Dev. I'm sorry, Paul. You do not win. And on the other side, Wesley. Sorry, Wes. Sorry, buddy. I don't know why that gives me a thrill, but seeing who lost always makes me feel bad for him. Oh, here we go. Hogwash. All right. Is that it, guys? It's 7:33. By the way, I want to thank Chewy Queso. And I want to thank Piano Wizardry and Thunder. They gave super chats. They gave super chats to keep us going, brother. I think it's great. All right. It was fun, you guys. This was fun. Remember, the ChubbyRay Comics Lounge is every Friday night. Every Friday night, we're doing ChubbyRay Comics Lounge. And then tomorrow, ChubbyRay Comics Live is at 5 p.m. Central Time. And by the way, we're only going 2 hours tomorrow because if someone gives super chat, we'll have to, we'll extend that to Monday. All right. Because I'm doing Omni Dog tomorrow at 7 Central. So I'm doing 3 shows tomorrow. I got to do my radio show in the morning when I'm live from a parade. Then I'm doing ChubbyRay Comics Live at 5 and Omni Dog at 7. So got a full day. I want to thank all you guys. Your comments are always fantastic. I love it. I love it. It's great. You always make me feel good, guys. You always put me in a great mood. And I love these lives. And Chester loves them too. Chester loves them too, you guys. We will see you tomorrow. Join Patreon, ChubbyRayComics.com. Join the Patreon. As I'm going to get more, I'm getting more active on Patreon. We'll get more stuff. And join the Discord. Join the Discord. We can just get the link for the Discord and you guys can join it as well. All right. Okay, guys, we will talk to you. We will talk to you tomorrow at 5. Later, everybody. Say bye.